All right. Preview vocabulary words from page 5 for chapter 1. Chapter 1, we're going to be talking about the number system. The number system includes real numbers and, wait for it, imaginary numbers. But don't worry about those imaginary numbers. You don't have to know about them just yet. So that's for high school and on into college. So real numbers are no big deal. Now, real numbers, you've been learning about those already. All the way from like kindergarten, right? So you get your natural numbers, whole numbers, including 0. Third grade, you start talking about fractions. And then you have repeating decimals, terminating decimals, improper fractions, anything that can be written as a fraction, rational numbers. We'll talk more about that, what exactly makes something rational, but you've already been using rational numbers your whole life. However, now in 8th grade, we also need to know about irrational numbers. You've already learned one irrational number for sure, that's pi. So pi, if you remember correctly from 7th grade, and cross my fingers, hope you learned about pi before you went on COVID quarantine, and so otherwise we'll learn about it this year. But pi is it's a ratio of the circumference of a circle and its diameter, and it is something that comes out to about 3.14, but that's just about because pi, the decimal, continues to go on forever and ever, and it never repeats. So that is what's going to happen with all of these numbers that are irrational. They're all going to do that. Now, I like to think of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and the everlasting gobstopper. So these are kind of like the everlasting gobstoppers of numbers. The decimals never terminate, they never repeat, they never end. They just go on forever and ever. They're everlasting decimals. Now, a little bit different. I mean, this is technically goes on forever and ever, right? But it's just a bunch of 3s. So it's a repeating decimal. These do not repeat, and they go on forever and ever. So that's rational and irrational numbers. Now, we will get into that further as we get into chapter 1. Ladies and gentlemen, chapter 1 is a big chapter. There's a lot of information and lots of different parts. So lots of patience as we get through chapter 1 because it's going to take us a little bit of time, but it always takes this much time. It's not just because you're not here in class. So lots of patience with chapter 1. I will help you step by step. We will get through it. And all right, thanks for tuning in.